I paid thousands of dollars for my first coach, and I was freaking out. Is this money down the drain? Do I need this? I have ambition already. I could just figure this stuff out on my own, right? I've come a long way since then, and today I will teach you what I've learned from being coached for many years, why I actually intend to pay for a coach for the rest of my life, and why I think you should do the same. If you never worked with a personal coach before, a common misunderstanding is to imagine that coach kind of like a personal trainer at the gym. You know, someone that tells you what to do, explains how to do it, and maybe yells at you a little bit if you're slacking. That is not what coaching is about. I mean, of course, a coach needs to be encouraging and have a deep knowledge about how to make your life better. But that's just surface level, because you don't need information or inspiration. And here's why. We're all fucking drowning in information. Like, honestly, you can just Google anything you need to know about personal development. Why should you pay someone to tell you? That's ridiculous. Same thing with inspiration. I mean, inspiration is great, but what happens when the coach is not there? It's not what you really need. There are 4 much better reasons why you should pay for a coach. So what are the reasons? Number 1, you need to get challenged. And this is strange, but I think the most important person that you can have in your life is someone that just doesn't believe half of the stuff that you're saying. Because that is truly empowering. Someone with a highly calibrated bullshit detector that can spot all the lies and the stories you're telling yourself that is blocking you from being your best self. You know, inspiration, it's great, but that you can just get from watching some YouTube video. Being challenged is not something that you can pick up from a book or watch on YouTube. It has to be personalized to you. It has to be by a person that sees things clearly and that can help you spot all the lies you're telling yourself. This is being challenged. And again, it's not that personal trainer at the gym. It's not that American football trainer that are yelling at you to do more stuff. It's someone that with calm clarity can point out where you are tricking yourself. How many people do you have in your life that challenge you? If the answer is close to 0, like it was for me, then you need someone that can challenge you with clarity. And what do I mean by clarity? That's actually point number 2. You need clarity. Most of us, most of the time, do not experience mental clarity. The reason is that so many of our thoughts are contaminated. They're contaminated by negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, social conditioning, low self-worth, and lies that we keep telling ourselves all the time. That is blocking clarity of mind. Imagine a blue sky. That is clarity. Now all this contaminated thinking are like clouds blocking the sky. And most of us have bad mental weather conditions all the time. When was the last time you experienced that blue sky clarity of mind? If you think back, I'm sure you will remember one day. Maybe you felt relaxed, maybe you were out on a walk, maybe for some reason you felt particularly empowered that day. And you could see your entire life with this incredibly clarity. And you began to wonder, how can I think so small of myself and expect so little out of my life? How can I not see that the solution to so many of my problems are right here in front of me if I just dare to take the right kind of action? That is the blue sky, mental clarity. And that is the mind's natural state that we can experience all the time if we are free from the contaminated thinking that is blocking the sky. The problem is that many of us only experience that blue sky experience maybe a few times per year, and then the clouds come back and we go back to our old disempowered self. And you might ask, how do I get rid of the clouds? Well, that is a long process. You need to discover your limiting beliefs and let them go. A great way to do that is to work with a coach and be challenged, like I mentioned in point number 1. But it is a long process that might take many years. But what's cool about getting coached is that when you're sitting down with someone that has already worked through a lot of his own contaminated thinking, You can experience clarity of mind on a weekly basis in a 1-hour coaching session. And that is enough to get understanding of what you need to do and how to do it, and have accountability from the coach to actually do what you know that you want to do when you experience the clarity of mind. That leads me to point number 3. You need commitment. Why? Because self-improvement is hard. Most of us don't experience clarity so often, so we don't feel motivated and inspired to take action on a regular basis. I see this so often, even from people that are into personal development. They think, I just need a little bit more information before I get started. So they think they need one more book, they listen to one more podcast, they're listening to podcasts all days long, but they don't really take any meaningful action towards their dreams. That is the personal development junkie. And it's just another type of contaminated thinking that is preventing us from taking action. And there can be so many reasons. That's why you need commitment. And think about it. What does the act of paying money for a coach signal to yourself? It sends the signal that you are important, that you are committed to becoming a better person, know who you truly are, that you're ready to improve your future and take actions even if it feels scary. It sends the signal that you're ready to challenge your comfort zone and have experiences that you otherwise wouldn't. And why wouldn't you have those experiences? Because you're alone, and things are much harder when you're alone compared to if you have someone to talk with that cares about you and that you feel connected to. And that actually leads me to point number 4, which is you need connection. Have you ever experienced a conversation with someone that was so deep that it almost felt like the two of you merged into one person? If you have, that is deep human connection. And I think all of us crave it, but few of us gets to experience it more than a few times per year, similar to clarity of mind. And the reason is that school doesn't teach us empathic listening. So few people know it, and then few people can teach you how to do it. So the result is that many of us walk around with conversation habits that block deep human connection. Have you ever told someone an emotional story that was important for you, but they didn't seem interested? Maybe they changed the topics, or they started talking about themselves, or they asked some boring fact question, or they started judging you or giving you unsolicited advice. All of this is bad conversation habits that makes us feel lonely, even when we are around people. So working with a coach that is a good empathic listener can make you feel seen, heard, understood in ways that you haven't felt before. It can make you feel incredibly validated, which gives emotional well-being. But most importantly, being with someone that is a good listener will teach you how to be a good listener. So you can listen better to other people, and most importantly, listen better to yourself. So there we have it. Challenge, clarity, commitment, and connection. Those are the 4 reasons why I keep paying for a coach and why I think you should do the same. My name is Emil, and I work as a full-time personal development coach. And if you decide to become my client, I promise you better results than you could ever achieve on your own, even if you are already a personal development nerd. And if this sounds interesting to you, go to my website, whatsmissing.com, the link is in my bio, and sign up for a free 45-minute strategy session where we can discuss how I can help you the best. I promise that even if you don't decide to become my client, you will get a lot of value out of that call and understand things about yourself that you haven't understood before. The results that I am capable of delivering to my clients is why multimillionaire and founder of Great.com and Katina Media, Eric Bergman, said the following. When I met Emil back in 2015, I had just made 50 million euros, but I was on the verge of burning out completely. Since then, Emil has influenced pretty much every aspect of my life. It started with basics like how I eat, sleep, and learn new skills. It then grew into everything from communicating with my fiancé and even myself to confidence and mindfulness. Today I am happier than ever, Emil is one of the smartest people I know, and he has played a huge role in my well-being. I have many more testimonials on my website, but I won't bore you with that at the moment. Instead, let's be blunt and honest. If you pass on getting a coach, in 6 months' time, will you have solved your problems or not? Will you have achieved a personal transformation? Will you have taken enough action? Probably not. You're probably going to be the exact same person, doing the exact same thing, having the exact same problems in your relationship, and still think that I just need to read one more book. What you need is guidance and support from someone that has been in your shoes and knows what to do. We all need that. So take action right now. Go to whatsmissing.com or click the link below and sign up for a free 45-minute strategy session. I'm excited to speak with you. See you there.